Alright guys, welcome back. SoundHound Stock. So we're looking at the price action, option activity, and some of the headlines regarding the AI news. So I'm going to start this one with this little headline that we had where, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, DeepSeek. This is basically a competitor, Chinese competitor, how Chinese AI startup DeepSeek is competing with Silicon Valley giants. So pretty much these are OpenAI, ChatGPT of the Chinese startup. So it is based in China. The only difference that is freaking out a lot of people here in the US, which started literally yesterday, the day before yesterday, there was a headline saying that these guys are able to train their bots, their computers, their software with much less equipment. You can see, you can read through the article, but I was going through some of it and I'm going to just go with a little bit of highlights. But again, if you want to find out more about all this situation where world's largest leading AI companies train their chatbots using supercomputers that use as many as 16,000 chips, if not more. DeepSeek's engineers, on the other hand, said they need only about 2,000 specialized computers from chips from NVIDIA. And that news alone pretty much messing with a lot of people's head, because everybody thought that training AI and getting into AI and competing with all other giants is going to be expensive. But these guys pretty much making a lot of people scratch their heads. So you can definitely do the research on that one, but I just wanted to bring it up since it is a AI stock we're looking at, and this is a very recent news. Maybe some of you have already heard, maybe some of you haven't heard, but it is something you want to dig a little bit into it if you are interested. Since this is an AI stock, I just decided to mention, okay? So because today on Friday, we had overall market pretty mixed, where chip makers were weakest. Only Broadcom finished the day positive, but NVIDIA, all these chip maker stocks and pretty much semiconductor stocks finished the day lower. So, and then these stocks, AI stocks, there are many of them smaller caps, one of them SoundHound, were starting the day actually very nicely. They were pushing it, but at the same time, a couple days ago when I talked about this one, I brought up that this is there's a resistance at 20-day moving average. So long story short, it gives up that daily gain and erases that gain and to close 3% down on that particular day, where you guys can see these two lines on my chart. This blue line represents 20-day moving average. This is where it rejected. And 5-day moving average, which is where it closed, this is gray line right here. It is in an uptrend. So this stock pretty much consolidated on its 50-day moving average somewhere around here, and it started pushing higher, and it looks like it just filled this gap down from January 7th and January 8th. So the only cautious here would be for me, as somebody who likes to trade contrarian. So if everybody is bullish, I try to seek pretty much, if everybody's bullish, I try to seek some bearish activity and see if I can bet against and try to pretty much be contrarian and try to be right with my trading decision. So when it comes to this stock, so if everybody thinks that this is the bottom, it cannot go lower, I would watch this level very carefully and see if it cracks below these $14 levels. I have even alert right there. In that case, I would definitely trade this stock all the way down to its 200-day moving average, at the moment $8 levels. I know it is going to be very, very large one, but again, I'm not saying that this has to happen. This is one scenario I'm watching, okay? Another scenario could be it just chops around here a lot longer. It just stays in this range for quite a bit, because last time I was giving an example of the Marathon Digital where stock pretty much does this sideways action after going up huge, pulling back huge 40-50%, and then going and taking out all-time highs. So if that happens, if this stock doesn't lose these recent lows of 14, maybe even 13 something, then the bullish case would be this stock holds above its 50-day moving average, which is somewhere right here, this yellow line right here. And if it holds these levels, then I would watch for this stock break above these recent breakdown levels of a 19. So this would be the very pivotal point for the bulls, for people who think that this stock could push higher. If it trades at these levels, then it will fall into this very large, pretty much supply area, meaning there are a lot of volume traded in this range between $19 and all the way to $24, where stock could spend some time trying to consolidate at these levels before maybe it tries to break out of this level and potentially maybe head towards 30. This is bullish case. Okay, so the bullish case is bulls have to fight for 19, get it over that at that level at some point, and then fight through these levels. And then bearish case would be, that 14 level 50-day moving average. At that case, I mean, it can go much lower. The neutral choppiness, basically right here, right now, this is my stance where it is pretty much indecision mode right here for me, as long as it remains between 18 and 14. So once it just gets above or below these levels, I would say more even maybe $13 levels, $12.75. That's what I say, $12.73. But at the same time, since I trade a lot of options, I'm keeping an eye on large flows, because these stocks are very driven by options. And by looking at today's stats alone, on Friday, 176,000 calls traded, 78,000 puts traded. There's not much happened in terms of buying the calls were bullish bets. I did see some $16 calls for March, but these are almost at the money, and they had already a lot of open interest in that expiration date, where 18,000 people, open interest was sitting, and today 11,000 traded. So I cannot check it until next trading session, where this number is going to change. And if it means that these people sold out or closed out their position, that means that was not a bullish bet, and anybody who was bullish at these levels, pretty much half of the size exited. Other than that, there's not much of a significant orders that are standing out to me in terms of the price action, option price action. But if you see something, or if something caught your eye in terms of option activity, you can definitely share it in the link below. But check out the Discord or all other links in the description below for everything else. But these videos are purely for entertainment purposes only. This is what I'm watching for SoundHound stock. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.